The November 9, 2020 ceasefire statement by the leaders of Armenia, Azerbaijan and Russia that marked the end of the Second Karabakh War established a fragile peace in the region. Azerbaijan's successes in the war surprised many observers who did not think Azerbaijani forces would reach Hadrut or Shushi in the heart of Karabakh. Calm seemed to be returning to the region as all sides started talking about the necessity of peace talks. However, with Turkey's full support, Azerbaijan instead adopted a strategy of pressuring, salami slicing, and terrorizing Armenians through military provocations conducted in a brutal fashion. Aliyev's goal is seemingly to force Armenia to the negotiations table and to push for more concessions from the Armenian side. Here is a chronology of Azerbaijan's aggressive actions and violations of the ceasefire in the past 2 years. On December 14, 2020, just about 1 month after the war ended, despite the ceasefire statement calling on all troops to stop in their tracks, Azerbaijani forces crossed the line of contact into the remaining areas of the Hadrut region in Karabakh under the control of local Armenian forces. Azerbaijani forces took control of the Armenian villages of Khazabert and Hintagher, taking dozens of Armenian soldiers prisoner. 5 months later, in May 2021, Azerbaijani forces launched major incursions into Armenia proper, the first major attack outside Karabakh. Azerbaijani forces crossed the border into Armenia's Gerarkunik and Syunik regions, capturing more than 40 square kilometers of Armenian sovereign territory, which it holds to this day. On August 26, 2021, Azerbaijan demanded and received sections of a major southern Armenian highway that crossed into what was formerly Soviet Azerbaijan in 2 sections. Multiple Armenian villages suddenly found themselves cut off from the world, and the vital overland route between Armenia and Iran became paralyzed. On November 16, 2021, Azerbaijan launched an attack in the direction of Ishkhanasar in Armenia's Syunik region. 7 Armenian soldiers were killed and another 10 servicemen were taken hostage. In March 2022, Azerbaijani forces set their sights again on Karabakh, despite the Russian peacekeepers' presence there. Azerbaijan's army attacked in the direction of the village of Parukh, capturing several important heights nearby. 3 Armenian soldiers were killed, and the population of Parukh and nearby Khramort were evacuated. In Khramort, Azerbaijan also brought in loudspeaker systems to the vicinity of the village, playing the Islamic call to prayer and calling on the villagers to leave in Armenian. During the same month, Azerbaijan cut off the gas supply from Armenia to Karabakh during an unprecedented cold spell, creating a major humanitarian crisis. Many Armenian observers even blamed Azerbaijan for blowing up the pipeline in a small section which crosses into Azerbaijani-held territory. On August 1st to 3rd, 2022, Azerbaijan launched attacks in the direction of Armenian positions in the western parts of the Lachin, Yertsahokh, and Martakert regions in Karabakh. The Armenian side suffered at least 2 killed in action and 19 wounded. Then, despite calls in the 2020 ceasefire statement for a 3-year period before the handing over of Lachin, which had not passed yet, Azerbaijan demanded the handover of the towns of Berdzor, Aghavno, and Nerkinsus, and received them by September 1st. And on September 13th to 14th, 2022, Azerbaijan launched its largest offensive since the 2020 war. From Armenia's Gerarkunik region all the way down to the Iranian border, shells rained down on 36 Armenian towns and cities across southern and eastern Armenia. After 2 days of fierce fighting, Azerbaijani forces occupied another 10 square kilometers of Armenian territory. 202 Armenian soldiers were reported killed or missing, another 293 were wounded, and 20 taken prisoner. 3 Armenian civilians were killed, 3 were injured, and 2 remain missing. These are just some of the major provocations. Countless other attacks have also taken place, including shootings in Karabakh that killed an Armenian civilian tractor driver, for example, or on November 8, 2021, when Azerbaijani soldiers opened fire on Armenian workers repairing a water pipeline, resulting in 1 Armenian civilian dead and many others injured. Other aggressive actions took place in areas in Armenia proper, like Yelpin, Khachik, Yeraskh, and many others.